Newcastle United could be about to lose their main striker. And not to just any club. All right, Magpies. Things are seriously heating up today, and I'm not even joking. The transfer window has only just opened, but with all the twists and turns already, you could write a whole book about it. But hold on tight, because the third story of the day is the big one, the bombshell that's got everyone talking. Yep, it's the one in the thumbnail and title of this video. But to really understand the weight of this story, you've got to see everything that came before. Because the whole chessboard at Newcastle has shifted. So, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let's dive into what could be one of the most decisive summers in years for our Newcastle United. Quick update before we begin. In the past few days, we've grown by over 20%, all thanks to you. And guess what? Those Chelsea fans who used to mock us? Dead silent now. Let's keep the pressure on. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. It's completely free, and it's the best way to show we got a strong, united fan base. Hit that button, and let's hit 1,000 subscribers together. News 1. A new mastermind joins the team. Let's kick things off with a great bit of news. One that might not seem like a huge deal at first glance, but it could completely transform Newcastle from the inside out. The club has announced the appointment of Sudarshan Gopaladesakan as our new technical director. Yes, the name might be a tongue twister, but trust me, the guy's a genius. And the mission has been given? Massive. For those who don't know, Gopaladesakan was previously head of football intelligence at Atalanta and has got a proven track record of smart, high-impact decisions. He was one of the key people behind the signing of striker Rasmus Hjulund at a time when hardly anyone believed in the lad's potential. Atalanta picked him up for just €17 million and later sold him to Manchester United for €75 million. That's what we call vision, right? Now, he's bringing that same vision to Newcastle. Gopaladesakan will lead our departments for data analysis, performance, scouting and market intelligence. Basically everything we need to make quicker, smarter, and more effective decisions in the transfer market. And the timing of this move is no coincidence. He's coming in right after the dramatic exit of Paul Mitchell, who left the club after some internal disagreements and criticism of the current recruitment model. Mitchell was a key figure in the project led by the club's new owners, and his departure caused a fair bit of noise behind the scenes. Bringing in Gopaladesakan is a clear message from the board. We're still building, still growing, and still investing in modern football minds. There's more. As soon as he arrived, Gopaladesakan made it clear he's excited about the project, and especially about the unique bond between Newcastle and its fans. He says that kind of connection between the stands and the pitch is rare, and it could be our competitive edge. His goal? Simple but ambitious. Turn data into victories and make Newcastle a smarter, more sustainable, and more competitive club. So take note. This might be one of those silent signings that flies under the radar on announcement day, but in a few months or years, we'll look back and say, that's when everything started to change. Keep your ears open for his name, because if all goes to plan, you'll be hearing a lot more about Gopaladesakan in the years to come. News 2, goalkeeper shakeup and behind-the-scenes drama. Right, now we're diving into one of the trickiest situations at the club right now, the Newcastle United goalkeeper saga. What looked like a done deal has suddenly turned into a full-blown transfer soap opera. The name that was all but confirmed, everything ready for him to pull on the black and white shirt, is now heading back to square one. James Trafford, yes, that's the one, who had practically agreed all terms, won't be coming anymore. Newcastle had things all lined up with Burnley. The 21-year-old keeper was seen as a perfect signing, bringing youth, quality, and fresh energy to the position. And he himself was excited about the project. But then came the issue. The club tried to renegotiate the price. They wanted to knock the fee down, stretch things out a bit. And in the middle of all that, guess who stepped in? Manchester City. Yep, City, the very club that sold Trafford to Burnley in the first place, with a buyback clause, decided to activate that option right now. And all signs point to the goalkeeper returning to his original club. Not to be their first choice, of course, but as part of a strategy, maybe to increase his value or sell him on again in the near future. So in the end, Newcastle are left without Trafford, and with another big problem on their hands. So what now? The board are scrambling. They urgently need someone to challenge Nick Pope for the #1 spot, especially after the serious injury he had last season. First name on the list? Odysseus Vlachodimos. Remember him? The Greek international was signed for nearly £20 million, but only played one match before completely vanishing from plans. The idea was to loan him out or sell him on quickly, but because of how much was paid for him, shifting him now would mean a financial hit, and that creates a massive problem with the dreaded PSR, the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. So, getting rid of the backup keeper isn't so easy either. Meanwhile, Newcastle also made an inquiry for Lucas Chevalier, the young French keeper at Lille. Very promising. But guess what? The price tag was way too high. The kind of money that just doesn't fit into the club's current transfer priorities. So, what's the result? For now, it looks like Newcastle will go into the season with Nick Pope, Martin Dubravka, Jack Ruddy, and a big question mark hanging over the goalkeeping department. It's not the worst situation in the world, but it's definitely not ideal for a club that wants to fight at the top, chase Champions League football, and stand tall against the Premier League giants. The goalkeeper drama remains unresolved, and behind the scenes, things are heating up. News 3, the bombshell. Randall Colomwani is Newcastle's new target. And Isaac, is he really on his way out? Right then, it's time for the biggest headline of the day. And brace yourself, because this one could completely change the direction of Newcastle United's attack. Let's start with a simple truth. The attack is shorthanded, with Callum Wilson's departure now confirmed. He's already said his goodbyes. Alexander Isak has been left on his own up front. And let's be honest, the Swedish star carried a huge load last season. Injuries, pressure, leading the line pretty much single-handedly in some massive matches. Sure, young Will Ojala has come in and looks promising, but is not ready yet. Not a single Premier League start to his name. Which means one thing, Newcastle need a new forward. Urgently. And they've already tried. They went after Liam Delap, Joao Pedro, even Hugo Ekitike, but all of them slipped through the net. Delap and Joao Pedro, off to Chelsea. Ekitike looked close until Liverpool stepped in and tempted him away. So, no plan A, no plan B. And now, Newcastle are racing to land a strong new name in the market. Enter Randall Colomwani. According to journalist Duncan Castles, Newcastle are very close to sealing a deal for the French forward. He is currently on PSG's books, but last season he was out on loan at Juventus and put in a solid shift. 10 goals in 19 appearances. Pretty impressive, especially in the tactical grind of Italian football. And now for the detail that set the rumour mill on fire. PSG want around £43 million for him. And Newcastle are seriously considering it, with a deal possibly going through this very week. But here's why this story is such a bombshell. Colomwani's playing style is incredibly similar to Isaac's. Quick, sharp movement, smart positioning, tidy finishing. He can operate through the middle or out wide. That similarity hasn't gone unnoticed by fans or by the press. So naturally, the question everyone's asking is he coming in to play alongside Isaac or to replace him? Because even though the club have publicly said they've got no intention of selling their number 14, we all know how football works. Liverpool are circling, ready to make a move. Saudi clubs are sniffing around too, with monster offers. And Isaac, well, he was left out of a recent friendly match because of all the speculation. Coincidence? Maybe. But let's be honest, something's going on behind the scenes. If Newcastle really are bringing in Colomwani, it could mean one of two things. They are reinforcing the squad, adding pace and depth to the front line. Or they are already preparing for life without Isaac, even if they are not saying it out loud yet. So here's the big question. If Colomwani arrives, is he just a reinforcement or a disguise replacement? The transfer window is wide open, talks are heating up, and every single move now could shift the direction of this entire project. So stay tuned, because the next 48 hours could be huge. And now I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you think Colomwani is the right choice for Newcastle? Should the club fight to keep Isaac no matter what? Or is the real problem further back, and Newcastle should be sorting out the goalkeeper situation first? And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon, because there might be another bombshell coming any minute now. and you'll want to hear it before anyone else. See you in the next video, and until then, fingers crossed the Magpies don't let any more stars slip away.